What's good, y'all? Welcome back with another video today with Catch the Tea with Lil G. Just on this thing, giving my comments and my opinions on what's going on in the pop culture, social media world. With that being said, please hit the notification button and please support your boy and subscribe, comment, and like for more videos with Catch the Tea with Lil G. With that being said, let's go on and get into it, and let's go ahead and catch some tea, honey. Okay, so basically, once again, Cardi, day before yesterday, said something was supposed to make it or break it, came yesterday. With that being said, it had, a lot of people speculating it was gonna be something about the album, and then the other half was wondering what the announcement was gonna be, and then you had people to say that she never even said it was gonna be an announcement. To make a long story short, for her to come last night or whatever to basically trip out and spaz out again on the Barty Gang's group or whatever. And at this point, it's just so draining to just, for one, keep hearing her say, the N word. Like, that's alone just bothering me. And just how she talked to people in general, or whatever the case is just crazy as hell to me. Like, she really do think she is that girl. Like, girl, you broke all them records one time, and I feel like that shit was out of luck, and it will never happen again. And I'm pretty sure of that because she's scared to even drop this sophomore project. Why? I could not tell you, but you broke all them records. She should be the type to be like, yeah, I know that I'm about to break these records again. The
Not
fuck?
out here like trying to like beg y'all like, oh, that's fucked up, this and that. I just hate when fans do that shit to people. Like, it's like, oh well, we wanted the album, so we're not supporting nothing that she do, especially because they're. It's like, man, shut the fuck up. I don't care. Don't support them. Like, cause I appreciate the support. I always appreciate when my fans do the support, when my fans help me, when my fans buy stuff. But I don't like when people give me ultimatums. Like, I'm grown. I am my own boss. I work hard to be my own boss. For people giving me fucking ultimatums and shit. Like, what the fuck? Fuck is wrong with y'all? My nigga can't even give me an ultimatum. Fuck you mean, nigga? Too bad. Well, I guess another bitch gonna have to suck your dick today, nigga, because I ain't changing my attitude.
Like, this is so funny to me. For one, I guess she got mad simply because I guess it was that I'm pretty sure one of her fans was like, on some shit like, we ain't wanting to support shit but that album type of deal. And I feel like that's why she's saying she ain't taking no ultimatums or whatever, blah, blah, blah. I feel like because she got mad because these people getting to the point, we don't want no damn features. We don't want to hear shit else unless it have something to do with that album. That's what's really going on. And that girl is mad that they telling her like that shit is like, we ready for this album, we don't want to hear shit else. But when this album coming, any information at all type of shit, that's what the T was. And then Cardi, why you would go online and rant? One, you already making yourself look crazy, but then two, for you to sit up here and say, yo, men don't even give you ultimatums, and you was like, have another girl to do this and that, when in reality, allegedly, the accusation saying that he cheats on her every other month or whenever he feel like it. So with that being said, I damn sure wouldn't have said that last part from that live about that situation, because people clocked that T and they clocked it fast, and now they laughing at your ass. That's the crazy part. Okay, so why she keeps saying the N word? She must be watching baddies and feel inspired by a girl. Now I see what it is. People just never really, I feel like, you know, came up and asked her about the whole usage of the word at the end of the day. But I feel like she take it out of line a lot. I'm still trying to figure out why they letting the Latino say the N word. They got on J-Lo ass about it the one time she did in the song, but it's okay for Shorty. Offbeat don't listen to her ultimatums either. He cheats like he ain't married. At the end of the day, that's exactly what I said, and I said she shouldn't have even said that bullshit in that live, because now they clocking it. And then either she gonna drop or not, her fans tired. She waited until Nicki the Queen was done touring to announce some BS. They gotta look to me for what's next. Too busy trying to trace my footsteps. Queen Nicki. What's funny is Offset would really go ask another woman to do it just like she said. So this the Monday announcement about the announcement. These comments are funny as fuck. But like I said, she had all of this coming on her own for all the bullshit she was saying in that live. And then this was from yesterday's comment. Well, the day before yesterday, there is no announcement or anything related to the album today. They gonna cry all day, and then Cardi is gonna cry harder later and tell everyone to kill themselves. The cycle continue. If this woman didn't get on line and said the rightful shit, because at the end of the day, that's what happened. She said that Cardi was gonna get on there, and the announcement, she gonna trip out on them. And yeah, that's crazy when motherfuckers know your moves or what basically you gonna do next type of shit. It's just mind blowing at the end of the day. But moving on. Okay, so I told y'all yesterday this girl was gonna do a full rant today. Cardi is so fake. If you didn't care, then you wouldn't have done a whole ass space on it. You mad that some of your fans don't want to support your singles or features anymore. They want the album, and that's fine too. What happened was JT announcement overshadowed what she had planned. Y'all made her wealthy enough to not care, so why should she? At the end of the day, I agree with all of those comments, but yeah, JT's little setup probably did really bother her too, knowing Cardi and how she, act or whatever. But I feel like it's just, like I said, crazy for her fans and the ones that's not even the fans to figure and know her pattern or whatever the case is. And it's just ridiculous. Cardi, if you're not gonna really come out with this album, just be real with your fan base and let them know, and just keep it 100 at the end of the day. Why keep making yourself look like a compulsive liar, honey? But anyway, let's get on to a whole nother subject off of Cardi at this point. Okay, so let's move the fuck on and go from one clown to the next. Now, my whole thing is Amber Rose teaming up with Trump. That's the funniest shit I think I've seen in a while. My whole point is, what is your reasoning of even wanting to team up with that man like that to even put yourself or insert yourself in that whole situation with this campaign? Some people just do shit to say they did it, I feel, and some just want some attention. And I feel like at the end of the day, that's the whole reason why Amber Rose teamed up with Trump in this campaign. I'm telling you. Okay, so with that being said, I'm just going to, play some little clips of Amber Rose making herself seem like she's very needed in that, campaign or whatever. I feel like it's just a bunch of cap and she just wants some extra seeking attention, basically. Now, check this out.
Propaganda that Donald Trump was a racist. My father said, "No, he's not, Amber. What are you talking about?" And when I insisted, he said, "Prove it." So to prove my father wrong, I did my research and looked into all things Donald Trump. People have to do their research. I watched all the rallies, and I started meeting so many of you, his red hat wearing supporters. I realized Donald Trump and his supporters don't care if you're black, white, gay, or straight. It's all love.
Care about all those things at the end of the day, but okay.
And that's when it hit me. These are my people. This is where I belong.
That's one goofy ass, weird looking person, I swear. Like, I can't say,
So I let go of my fear of judgment,
be
of being
this party or be that
of getting
party,
attacked
but
by the left, and I put the red hat
we
on
all
too.
know how she rolled anyway. And yeah, it is what it is.
Love you too. I never felt more free and more love for my country than I do now. I want to thank my father, who's in the audience tonight, for opening my eyes. He served over 20 years in the U.S. military. Thank you for your service, Dad.
Yeah, doing research. I hope she is doing her research or whatever the case is. But with that being said, let's talk about Joy Reid, about the, basically read her all of her rights, because honey, she called it down to the T about Amber. Now check this shit out.
And she's a racially ambiguous. I don't want to say she's black because she has said she's not. So I don't want to say this black woman, this woman who is of whatever race that she has claimed. She said she's not black, but they brought somebody whose whole career is based in black culture. She used to be on a show on BET. That's the reason most people know who she is. She dated one of the most prominent African-American rappers in the business in the history of hip-hop. So her whole culture came from black culture, even though she says she's not a black person herself. And the fact that she is now the person they're using to try to recruit young people of color and to say that this is the person who is the endorser of Donald Trump who you should trust, when she won't even claim the culture that brought her to the table, I'm dubious that this will work. I don't know anyone who takes their political cues from Amber Rose.
Okay, so I don't know anyone who takes their political cues from Amber Rose. I died, yo. At the end of the day, I'm damn sure not taking no political cues from no damn Amber Rose at the end of the day. Simply because every time I see her on an appearance somewhere, she always look blank and puzzled in the face. I'm sorry, I don't need to take no guidance from nobody that's confused. read her like the menu at the Cheesecake Factory. She didn't read her laugh out loud. Do y'all even know what a read is? Liberals sound so scared, laugh out loud. Nope, modern Republicans welcome all. Why so divided? The rhetorical needs to stop. Now Amber wanna be Angelo. At the end of the day, I'm trying to figure out my damn self what the hell Amber Rose is trying to be. But it's not given at all. And that's just my opinion. And then look at Joy's head. She want to be Amber's Rose so bad. They love our culture, but don't even like us. I'm so grateful she was on that panel. Representation matter because they was on their way to making him a victim and pretending like his pattern of violent behavior and speech didn't matter. She had to reiterate over and over how violent he and his cult members are. White media is a trip. This is why the mother needs to be black. Now you know the difference. Why can't I unretweet this laugh out loud? I agree. I just don't want where I stand politically on my page. At the end of the day, it's just crazy how I feel like she don't know really shit about no politics or nothing dealing with that, to be honest. But okay, she up there trying to represent like she, want to make this world great again with Trump or something. But anyway, I'm over that clown too. So with that being said, let's move it along. Okay, so as we all know, Kendrick Lamar been coming with all these bangers and he been topping the charts left and right, off of actual disc records, which is like real, mind blowing to me or whatever the case is. So with that being said, big ups on him getting a lot of recognition or whatever. And it said Not Like Us is now Kendrick Lamar's longest running solo #1 hit on the Hot 100. It said 2 weeks. It surpasses Humble. Now, Humble was my shit too though. He really killed that out back then. But like I said, he could possibly, I feel like, could get album of the year. The way he been putting in all that work, you feel me? But moving along, let's get into it. They are going on social media thinking allegedly that Cardi B was, shading and dissing her girl Meg or whatever. And I feel that mighty funny or whatever, simply because how they say they have so much love for each other. But in reality, I feel like Cardi is jealous of Meg because Meg is doing so much more than Cardi did in her career, it seemed like, at that point or whatever. So with that being said, and since y'all want to deride him so much, maybe he right. I'll release next summer then. Shady what, B? It's the effing truth. Albums are not performing as good in the summer as the ones dropping in the other seasons. The music traffic is insane. There's thousands of songs releasing and you can't barely get placement for more than 2 weeks because so many dropping at a time is statistics. Unbend your wrist and think with your brain. Not everything is messy and shady, weird ass. Like, it's just her delivery on how she talks to them fans is what's crazy to me. Now, the album is definitely not coming in summer. An album in autumn, winter will have much less chance of getting viral hits and will earn much less streams and sales. 6 years of waiting is worth at least a good release date. Please tell me which album been doing good this summer since you got your degree and act like you fucking know everything. Like 20 different faces kill me or whatever, man. She really talk that shit. Like, she really contributed and did a lot in this industry. She ain't did nothing in this industry but lied, I feel like, you know, getting played and the whole nine. So at the end of the day, Cardi really is a lost cause at this time, if you ask me. Barty Gang, just go ahead and find y'all someone else to bump in, or wait another 6+ years for another album. Lies after lies, I feel like. Scared to really drop this album. Okay, this is not achievement in my book. I also bagged the first class when I was in the university, but I didn't come to rent on Twitter. You can have 2-1 in university, then life can be leading you by 2-1. So choose your 2-1 wisely. Coke rent, get up. It's not really surprising Cardi B, as well as others who are not voting this year, went on a rant on how broke a lot of celebrities are. They are going back to Republican not because they like Trump, but are truly about tax cuts for the wealthy. So, not surprising. At the end of the day, I feel like they never talk about her rants, but then they said, but Eminem just dropped and his album supposed to do 300,000 excuses she makes up. She Aggie that her fan base helped Meg take her spot. They was obsessed with trying to spite Nicki. They helped replace their own fame. It was most definitely shade, because how she speaking on anybody album, and her last one was like 7 years ago. Since when do albums do not do well in the summer? Did Eminem just get a #1? Also interesting is she gonna drop in the winter like Nicki did. Oh, they throwing all type of shade, honey. And then it say, I figured rap albums would do the best in the summertime because everyone outside trying to turn up. Why she acting like she dropping a Christmas album or something? No, you're a reciter, not a writer. Since she's saying all this about the label, why does she still have one? Why is that Nicki did the merch rollout and now everybody want to do the same? I can't deal. At the end of the day, she do give nothing but excuses after excuses after excuses, and it's just so crazy to me. Okay, so not unbend your wrist. Why is she the only one allowed to openly say homophobic and transphobic things? I don't think it was Shay, but I also don't understand why she got mad because her fans were looking for the announcement that she promised. I guess that's where I'm lost. What's going to be the album date? So she know her fan base are a bunch of losers, basically. Okay, so moving it along, let's get on JT, honey. JT been out here really proving her point and putting major work in, I see. I ain't mad at the girl at all. With that being said, I feel like her doing her solo thing was the best decision that she came up with, because out the group, I feel like she the better rapper and she took it more seriously. I felt like, now this is just my opinion, I felt like she took the music thing more serious than Carisha or whatever, and it's best that she went on by herself and doing her own thing. And I feel like that was the best decision she came up with. So we know, the city Cinderella is coming, and I like, how she broke it down, because it's a lot of people getting, confused thinking this is an actual album, but I like how she clarified, no, it's not no album, it's basically a mixtape. My girl said people work on their albums for a year albums are just different. So City Cinderella is not my first album. Being that I made this project so damn fast, I had to create this project throughout the tour and moving around. So I didn't have time to really nurture and doctor it. This is just something that I'm putting out with my pure instincts or whatever. So basically, I applied, JT for keeping it real on the fact that she, didn't really have the extra time that most, artists I'm pretty sure have when they, pumping out they albums or they mixtapes or whatever, the case is. And JT will make it big. And I see she got a documentary screening, and it's for JT's documentary. It's New York, AMC Lincoln Square, 13. It says July 15, 8 p.m. And then Miami. Of course, she was gonna do something there at the AMC Ventura, 24, July the 15th at 8 o'clock p.m. Doors start opening up at 7 p.m. at both locations or whatever. So not only, she did her thing with her mixtape, but also, she doing a little documentary. Go JT, and congratulations, and I hope that she take her career farther and, progress and really knock them charts out. But anyway, y'all, please make sure to support your boy, and please hit that subscribe, like, and comment button. With that being said, y'all have a wonderful one, and I will see you guys on the next one with Catch the Tea with Lil G.